Jocelyn from A Southern Girl's Needs, and I am an e-commerce reseller. And the purpose of my YouTube channel is to provide people with some information about how to increase sales, what are some tools out there for you, free tools, paid tools, whatever the case may be, to go out there and not only just increase sales on eBay, but also on other sites as well. And I am, if you weren't aware, you say, like, this girl is wearing bunny ears, or cat ears, actually. So it was my niece's birthday today. So if you've seen this video, see a couple videos, I made a couple videos tonight where I came home and was energized from my niece's 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Sydney. So I decided, hey, you know what, might as well wear the cat ears while I am still celebrating her birthday. So, one of the things that eBay does offer people who have stores, now if you don't have a store, this will not be available to you, is the marketing and the promotions, which in my opinion is one of the best things that eBay has to offer for people who have eBay stores. And what it does, it has the price, and then it has the little markdown, and it has the, the percentage or any sort of little funky things that you have. There are a lot of options out there for you to choose from. Now, there is different reasons why you'd want to choose different ones, and sometimes it gets a little confusing. So I'm going to show you today why you would choose the particular type, when do you use it, that sort of thing, and why certain things work better than others. Now, the first thing that actually every eBay seller has access to is the promotions, where you can promote the listing 1%, 2%, whatever the case may be. And some people say I promote everything. Some people say I don't promote anything, nothing. And the percentage wise is pretty low in the amount of money that you are going to spend. If you were to do some type of promotion on Facebook or run ads on YouTube or any of this sort of stuff, you're not going to spend you're not going to get this sort of discount. So if you're not familiar with the and what it looks like, if I just pulled up 50 Shades of Grey book, here it is, the sponsored, these are the ones that are going to be listed. So it doesn't matter, it doesn't disclude you from being at the top of the list if you don't have your listing promoted. So we have the first one promoted, and then we have a couple that aren't, and then we have more. And when it says sponsored, that's just the promotions that you're talking about. Notice also that new listings get a bump. So that's one way if you're sort of struggling. And when people say list every day or list new stuff, yes. So your new sales do get a bump. So we'll see a lot of new listings as well. We also see things like benefits charity, those sorts of things also provide those. So those are the promotions that everybody gets, that when you're doing your listing, and we'll say, do you want to promote your listing? And you tell the percentage of how much you want to promote. Now you can have an eBay store, and in the eBay store, you'll have, you'll have some other items that are available to you to run more sales. And let's look at what those actually look like. So the first promotion that you can run is this, it's the order discount. And with an order discount, this is probably isn't used as often as I see other discounts used. And you can start on the left side. You can kind of say, what is it that you want to do, and I'll give you some suggestions. But here's some basic gist. So doing some research, I read that offering discounts percentage is consumers respond better than actual dollar amount. For some odd reason, I don't know what it is, but that's what it is. So if you're going to do one of these, I would recommend doing a percentage. And I actually ran all of these sales for about a week in different categories to see which one actually resulted in more sales. And there was a clear winner, and I'll tell you which one that is. So the first one is you have like spend 20 of spend a percent, you get a percentage amount if you spend a certain amount of dollars. So if, and these are good for different categories. So if you don't have categories in your store, you should really do categories, because if you say spend $50 on like everything, it gets a little bit, people get a little confused. So it's best if you want to push them towards similar categories of items that you want to do. So if you're saying if you spend $20 in books, or if you spend $20 in clothes, whatever the case may be. So categories are good, but this could be just a general, percentage off if you spend X amount of dollars. This one, I spend extra something off a two, such as, you spend, if you buy 2 books, you'll get an extra 20% off. The hardest thing about when you have people do the items things is they don't put the number of items into the cart. So you'll have to put on there, hey, this is what you have to spend. And sometimes I can tell that the person probably was going to take advantage of the coupon of the sale, but they didn't. So I have to go back and say, hey, did you not know that you could have gotten another one free or something? And they're like, oh, I just thought you just sent it to me. I'm like, no, you got to actually purchase it, put it in the cart. So any of these sorts of quantity things, sometimes people get mixed up, and they won't put the whole quantity in there. So that's an issue with that. Buy one, get one is very common, which I see especially if you have a lot of something, like in a big category. Books, DVDs, those sorts of things. Buy a book, get one free. And when you do it by the category, it helps them out. Because if you think about it, if you say buy one, get one free off of everything, well then, yeah, that's not really what you want. They're in there to buy a book. How about you get another book? Yeah, that sounds good. Most people are sort of kind of doing that. And then I'll show you on this one. It's a little bit better on a different one. But you can do buy one, get one 75%, buy one, get one free, buy one, get one 50% off, whatever the case may be. Now, after you do it, you will tell them, is it a category you want? How many, you can exclude items if you want to. You can tell how long you want the sale to last. And any buy one, get one free, they automatically know that the system already designates that the cheapest item will be the free one. So you don't have to worry about anything of that. This whole, the quantity one, you want to make sure that it's something that people are going to want to, you have a lot in your store of. For example, if I was to say, okay, get an extra 20% off of 3 clothes, women's clothes. Let's say I do have a category, women's clothes. But I have like 1 extra large, 1 large, 2 mediums. I'm like, do I have enough that someone would really want to come into the store, into my eBay store, and really spend that? Probably not. Things that kind of can be clumped together, like office supplies, books, those sorts of things where people could buy multiple things, is a good one. For the spend amount, that's also the same thing. Like I have a lot of makeup, and you want to make sure that that extra percentage is where they're going to have to buy at least like 2. Like if you just want to say an extra 20% off of $10, and and your lowest price is already $10, you might as well just run a sale. This one, you want to force people to buy more than one. So what I do is look and say, okay, my cheapest item in the store is let's say $10. And my next one up is $8. Or let's say $8, and my next one is 10. Well, okay, I might push them to do 15. I wouldn't do 10 because they would just get, percentage off of one. So these get a little confusing, but you see them very quite often, especially the buy one, get one in books and DVDs is very common. The next promotion, which I didn't do, was the shipping offer. And the reason why is because shipping, I have things very different. Some things are free, some are priority, some are first class. So this one was the one I didn't do the shipping offer on, just because 600 items, almost 700 items in the store, it would just become too problematic. But this is something where, let's say you have all, but you have to think about it. If you have, let's say, free expedited shipping on orders over $49, and you have something that's $45 with priority shipping on it, well, now you've just given them free shipping. So you have to think about, what's the pricing of your items and stuff. So this one just seemed to be a little bit more, maybe the upgrade might be good, but if you've got a lot of different items that are different prices and things, that I think that might be a little bit difficult to do. I'm not going to talk about this one. This codeless or digital coupon. So in the spring update, eBay stated that they're going to start allowing sellers to start giving coupons. And which is really good, because this one, it's basically you get a separate link. And it takes some time for your whole entire store. And usually what it is like the whole entire store is discounted 50% off or something. Then you give the link to a particular person, whether it's your mailing list or social media or your Facebook page, whatever the case may be. And you provide them that information. And they have to go through that particular link. And then that whole store is discounted. It takes a while for it to get set up, so it's not immediate. It was maybe like an hour. I might even less than that for the system to totally update it. But people just give me a code, just give me a coupon code. But I wasn't sure. I don't even think you can do QR codes or something like that. So I've done this before, and it just didn't seem to get whatever it is that I needed, versus just like a 25% off of the store that I could then give to people that were former customers. So the one that, if you were to do one, is just the create a sale event. It's very easy. You just choose how much the discount is. You decide on which items you want. Sometimes you could roll it in. You could say, all right, books are going to be on sale from Tuesday to Thursday. And then from Friday, Thursday to Sunday, I'm going to have all my women's clothes on sale. This is the easiest one to do. And this is actually the only discount that, in my opinion, works consistently. Some of the other ones do the buy one, get one free. The buy two stuff I haven't found to be that commonly used, but this discount does. Now, how much a discount do you want to offer is going to be up to you. I have found that at least 25% is usually a pretty good starting point for doing sales. If you want to, get a big discount, sometimes people do like a 50, 60% off flash sale and run it for 24 hours. You can exclude anything big, high price items. The only thing I would say about sales event or any of these sorts of things is the shipping costs, especially if you do free shipping. Now, if you already have shipping costs already added in, you don't have to worry about this. But with the shipping, if you do free shipping, remember it discounts everything. So if I'm selling an item for $10, just to make it rounded easy, and I discount it 50%. Well, now that item's $5. That's everything. That's including the shipping as well. So sometimes what people do, and which I've done before, is I've added in a small, which is equivalent to the shipping cost that it normally would cost me, and then cut the price. Some people up the price and then put it on discount. Ethically, that's your business, that's your job to run the business however you want to run your business. I guess you could say the same thing. Well, Justin, you add in a shipping cost. Yeah, but if you're getting, if the item is, let's just say $10, and I discount it half off for $5, and then add in a $3, yeah, so you're really only getting 25%. But so I guess I'm kind of discounting what I just said. But this one is, if I was to do any sort of sales, the other ones are good, but this one is the easiest one to do. It is the most effective one to do. And the reason why some of those other ones don't work is the way that eBay is set up. You go to eBay and you're looking at a bunch of different sellers and listings and such of that nature. Let's look, for example, at another site, Macy's. If I go to Macy's, they have spring is on 20 to 50% off. And I go, ooh, yay, right? Now, if you look at Macy's, and I want to spend 20 to 50% off, because sometimes you're like, hey, I don't mind if you spend, take $10 off of $50 off my entire store. I don't care. I would love that. The more you buy, the more money I make. Awesome. Great. Now, the issue is why it works for things of places like this is because if you look at Macy's and any of these other sites, you're going to Macy's and you're buying from Macy's. They're not advertising JCPenney's or Kohl's or Amazon or eBay or anything of that nature. You're on their site and their coupon, so you spend a lot of time looking around and looking at the little closeouts and stuff like that. And you might go over and say, you know what? I haven't had any shoes in a while. Maybe these are cute. All right, I'll get these. And then you say, well, of course, take this Amazon assistant off. And then you might say, well, I might need a dress to go with that. And you go over to the dresses. And so that free shipping with purchase or the 20% off or something works really well on something like Macy's because you are kept on Macy's account. Now let's look at something else. Which one did I do? We looked at the sponsors. And this is what some of these things look like. So you'll notice things are slightly different depending on the rater, top rater. So you see this is save 25% versus save 10%. So it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit different how they do things with different sellers, how this is kind of discounted and this one isn't. It looks sort of new because it used to be sort of like over here. So it is a little bit different. But let's say I wanted to, and you can see these, here's the 26% off. Let's say I was interested in, and here's one right here, 10% off of 4. So I go and I pull up this 50 Shades of Grey. Okay. I'm like, oh, look at this. I get 10% off of 4 items. And then what you'll do is you can see it'll tell you what the eligible items are. And then you go through. Thrift books is very common. It's a very big one on eBay. and you'll go through and you'll look at the books and such, and they have them set aside, and that's really a lot easier when you focus on one thing. So they focus particularly on books, and so you know, which books do I want? Do I want nonfiction? Do I want fiction? Those sorts of things. So I can look at all of those things, and I can pick out different books. But let's go back to this 50 Shades of Grey. And so if I'm here and it says 10% off of 4 plus items, so this is $4.09. And I start scrolling down and look what I start seeing. Okay. I start seeing, well, this one is $4.09. All right. But I can save a little bit more. Do I really need 4 books? I really don't need 4 books. I'm just going to go get this book from this person right here. And so you'll get clicked off and you'll go off in some other tangent. And then it says, and then you go here and you go, oh wow, this one's buy 3, get 1 free. So I'm going to go to this person instead. So the reason why a lot of these extra special coupons and discounts that eBay offers doesn't work as well is because they're constantly showing you other sellers at the same time. If I go to Macy's and I want to use something, I just use Macy's. I'm not shown something from Kohl's or anything like that. And so that's why those particular things don't work. So if you are interested in running a sale, my biggest suggestion would be just to run the sale, the site-wide sale, or if you want to do sales on categories, at least 25% off, whether or not you up the price, whether or not you change the shipping. That's going to be your philosophy and however rough you run your business. But at least gives you some idea of what the discounts and how they work and why certain things work and other ones don't. Okay, so that's the end. Hopefully you learned a little bit about discounts, and thanks for watching. Subscribe, and provide you a little bit more information in the future. All right, take care. Bye.